It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Happy Halloween, folks. Got a Halloween sound effect for me? Ooh, that could also be a breezy day.
Yes.
Good to be with you on this spirited occasion. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. In this game, we'll see the San Antonio Spurs going up against the Phoenix Suns. For Phoenix, they are hungry for a win here. Last season, they got swept by this team. 4 straight losses, something they haven't forgotten. And taking the floor tonight, someone with a traditional postgame who can also shoot with great range, DeAndre Ayton. Shaq, your thoughts?
I watched this guy play in college, 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Not fast necessarily, but agile, fluid, highly skilled.
What more could you want?
More could you want?
Well, accurate shooter from the field and the free throw line. This guy moves his feet well enough to switch defensively. I love his game.
And now with the tip coming up shortly, time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Happy Halloween, everybody. Trick or treat, it's the NBA. We're glad to get spooky with you tonight. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. We are in the desert, live from Phoenix, Arizona. It's the Suns. Taking a look at San Antonio. They don't have a lot of great things going on right now, losing their first 6 to start the season.
You know, Kevin, this is a team that you would certainly not consider to be world beaters, but they certainly are better than what they've shown us thus far. I mean, it will be interesting to keep an eye on them the rest of the season because they've got the potential to make some improvement.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, hello there. Spurs coach Greg Popovich made the top 5 in all-time coaching wins last season. When asked about it, Pop said, "It's the most important thing in my life. My grandchildren can take a hike." I don't think he was being serious, guys.
Great stuff, DA. Thanks. Well, Smitty, like you, it's always fun to see the NBA players getting into the Halloween spirit. LeBron James, known for his Halloween parties. We've had the chance to be invited. Unfortunately, we've not been able to attend it. Did you and your teammates ever used to celebrate Halloween together or any holiday together?
Yeah, a lot of times you do. And then the great thing, like you said about Halloween, you have those Halloween parties. You get a chance to see your teammates dressed up, their kids, their family, their wives. It's always fun to see somebody come in with that outfit that you get a chance to laugh about the entire year.
I remember the time you came in a kilt. That was a great outfit. I love that outfit.
You? I don't remember.
Yeah. And a look at the starters for San Antonio. Gay is the 3 with Aldridge at the 4. Mills teams up with DeRozan to make the backcourt. And it's Gasol at the center position.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. And so it's the Suns getting on the board first. Tries from 16, and the jumper is on the mark.
I'm thinking of bigs in this league. Not many have a better in-between game than Aldridge.
Dishes to Ayton. Outside Jackson. There's the pass to Warren. 5 to shoot. Gay with the block. And the Spurs pushing it up now. And DeRozan with the basket on the assist from Gay. DeRozan's got his first bucket of the night.
Keeping the dribble, inviting contact. DeRozan's become a master at converting these.
Here's the floater, and it's good on the layup.
Yeah, going to the floater right there. That was pretty.
And it's the Spurs ball. Mills looking it over. Misses the 3. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. To the inside, right block shot, and it's good off the glass.
This is a guy who knows how to orchestrate an offense. Terrific lead pass.
Looking at the Suns, they want to turn it around after the loss to Oklahoma City.
And that can happen on the road. You can get a little bit tight, and often it really shows itself at the free throw line.
And as a visiting team, you're already behind the 8-ball. Can't afford to give up opportunities like that.
Now here's Mills. He's coming off a 16-point game against Dallas.
And when you factor in the assist totals, that's a complete game.
DeRozan against Crawford. Okobo covered by Mills. And the foul called on Pau Gasol. That is his first foul of the game. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Okobo, he's covered by Gay. The dish to DeRozan. Now here's Mills. D right on him. Kicks it to Aldridge. 6 to shoot. Puts it up from 15. Phoenix grabs the miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Good on the bucket.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Here's Gay following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. DeRozan with it. 17 points for him last game against Dallas.
You know what? I also like how he attacked the glass. Gave a terrific effort in that department.
Here's Gay. And that one goes long.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Here's Mills. And he banks in the layup.
And you watch Patty. He has the ball on a string as he works into position for the shot he wants.
To the wing right side. Now here's Ayton. 11 points for him in that last game against Oklahoma City.
And he really made an impact defensively. His 4 steals were huge.
Spurs trail by 4.
You know, DeAndre Ayton, all that hype around him. He goes 7 feet, 250 with that 7'5" wingspan and already produces. But still, he shows considerable upside.
Mills can't hit. The Suns have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. There's Crawford with the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Crawford's got himself on the board with 3 there.
The three-point percentage of Jamal Crawford, he can go hot and cold, but he's always a threat.
You know, Greg, what amazes me about Ayton, the skill level for someone his size.
I mean, he can put the ball on the floor, really improving as a facilitator. You look at Embiid, you look at Big Cat, Ayton gives you a lot of those similar traits.
And it's the Suns with the ball, following the three-pointer by San Antonio. Out to the right wing. Okobo. Here's Ayton. Kicks it out to Crawford. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Now here's Mills, guarded closely. Fast break, here come the Suns. Fouled in the act of shooting, gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
One of Crawford's specialties is his ability to make shots despite getting hit.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot, gentlemen.
And for the Spurs, they're still finding ways to improve the roster, but you can never really replace a Tim Duncan.
Now here's Mills. He's got 5. He kicks it to Aldridge. Passes to DeRozan. 5 on the clock. Off target on the 15-footer. And it's Warren with the ball for Phoenix. They have a 9-point lead. They're getting their first look of the season at San Antonio in this one.
Yeah, and these teams pretty familiar with one another. They'll face off 4 times this year.
These teams have played each other plenty of times over the years. All of these games should be exciting, tight-fisted affairs.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Davis Bertans comes in for Pau Gasol. And it's Bellinelli in for Rudy Gay. Now here's Ayton. Here's Crawford. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Crawford's got 10 points in the game.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game. Well, we know, Steve, the GMs are in a tough position in this NBA. Trying to win, obviously, is the number one desire, but they got to balance everyone's view of the landscape. Winning now as opposed to looking what's best for the future.
And it's totally hard because we all understand what happens because you get penalized at the end of the year if you're not a team that's, pretty much locked in the playoffs. You almost want to lose games to get a chance to have a better chance to get a higher draft pick. I think this is something that over the course of the next few seasons, this will be looked at very closely.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for the Suns. Anderson comes in for T.J. Warren. And San Antonio also making a switch. Walker's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. Ariza against Bellinelli. Clock at 6. Okobo kicks it out to Ariza. They get it back. And at last, they get one to fall. Holmes got his first bucket of the night. Spurs trail by 11. And here's Walker. 11 points for him in that last game against Dallas. Pass to Mills. No good from outside. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Bellinelli against Ariza. In the corner, it's Crawford. Ring shot on the way. Bellinelli pulls it in. The Spurs have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Suns leading by 11. Here's Holmes. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
And what a summer it was for the Suns. Landed the top pick in the draft, taking Ayton, and brought in some talent through free agency as well. Booker signing that extension solidified a very productive summer for the Suns. Having 2 young players that complement each other so well is huge for an up-and-coming team like the Suns.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, Steve, we've just come out of the first year where we saw legislation from the NBA about resting players. How do you feel about the new rules so far?
I like them. I love that when you start to see these teams that was resting players on national televised games, but I think overall just resting players. I think our contract says that we play 82 games unless you're injured. And if a guy is injured, you understand. But I love the new rules that was implemented.
I agree. Now here's Walker. No points in the game yet for him. Pass to Bellinelli. Now Walker shoots it. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2. Suns leading by 11. Daniels passes to Anderson. Ariza against Bellinelli. On the wing, Daniels. In the corner, Holmes with it. Good on the triple. Holmes got 7 points.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Here is Forbes. And Bellinelli kicks to Walker. And the pass to Forbes. Now here is Pirtle. Here's Walker. And it's Daniels with the rebound.
He was all alone. Looks like he gets a little too relaxed. He has to maintain his focus.
From deep. Walker with the rebound.
You don't want your best shooter heaving up that shot.
No, not at all. Coach is not going to like that one. The beauty of the teardrop, very difficult to really contest.
Feeds it to Anderson. Ariza outside. Clock at 6. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Ariza. Anderson's got his first 2 points of the night.
I don't know if you can do it any better on both ends than they have tonight.
It's early, but they have taken full control of this game, and the fans here, they know it.
Now here's Walker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Well, obviously a down season last year for the Spurs, but one of their best years in decades on the offensive glass.
No more for their defensive rebounding. The Spurs were 6th in the league in offensive boards. Part of that was trying to find new ways to generate points.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
First one falls for him. And so Walker nails both of them. Suns leading by 12. 1:27 left to play in the first quarter. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish.
The Spurs shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Shooting one.
That's good from Forbes. Phoenix has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Daniels with it. He's picked up by Walker. Okobo got a piece of it.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Pirtle. Wonderful timing right there.
Ariza against Bellinelli. Fires for 3. No good on the shot. And Phoenix will come the other way. Passes to Daniels. 35 seconds left to play here in the first. Goes up from the top of the key. Nice jump shot. Good. And the Suns lead by 11.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
Yeah, this is where it gets interesting. Do they start to coast or do they go right for the juggler?
Now here's Walker. He has 6. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Bellinelli. Good as the jump shot falls. Bellinelli's got his first basket of the night.
How about the fearlessness? And even in the face of the D, Bellinelli there makes him pay.
And so it's Phoenix, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back right after this. DeMar DeRozan last season opened up about his battles with depression, hoping to have a positive impact on others.
A lot of people ashamed to talk about it. Even myself, for a long period of time, people wonder why I was such a quiet guy, and that was part of it, not wanting to speak out about it, not wanting other people to know exactly what I was going through. But you get to a certain age where you feel like it's all about helping others. It's not about you just being a selfish person about the things you're going through. Other people going through stuff as well.
Yep, you love the honesty and the bravery to step forward and tell his emotional story.
Yeah, he opened a dialogue. Kevin Love following his lead to talk about anxiety. Athletes, as public figures, can have a broader impact than just entertaining, and we see it over and over again.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
So far, they've been active, scoring the basketball, built up a little lead here, and looking good.
The play calling has been perfect, backed up by beautiful execution. They've certainly captured the moment in that first quarter.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Setting the floor for the Suns, Anderson is out there with Holmes. Then it's Trevor Ariza. And it's Daniels in at the 2 guard. It's Ariza on the wing. The 10-footer uses the glass that time, and it's good. 6 points for him. Spurs trail by 11. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Bellinelli against Ariza. Now here's Bellinelli, guarded closely. A three-pointer is right on target. Forbes has got 6.
I mean, defensively, you have to close out harder than that.
And Marco Bellinelli, a player who has always been able to light it up from outside.
And Belly has been on so many teams in his career, but is always a wanted commodity due to his shooting. Very quick and easy way to add outside shooting to a team. He can honestly play a long time just on how badly teams need shooting in our league.
Here's Bertans. 8 points his last outing. Left side Walker. Ariza against Bellinelli. Forbes the pass to Walker. And the 3 off target.
He's being aggressive, trying to turn around the team's fortunes, but he's having a hard time executing.
Pass to Forbes. Back to Bellinelli. For the 3. That shot missing. And it's Ariza with the ball for the Suns. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Kicks it to Anderson. To the middle. Pirtle with the steal. Here is Forbes. He has 6. Pirtle, the pass to Bellinelli. Back to Pirtle. Walker surveying the floor. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Phoenix leading by 8. On the wing, Daniels, guarded by Walker. Pass to Ariza. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. 2 points, that one goes. Daniels has got his second basket of the night.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. The NBA always evolving, Steve. What do you like to see in a big man? coming through the ranks these days with the kind of game we've got in front of us?
Well, I think right now a lot of these big guys, they have to be versatile, especially on the defensive end. We talk so much about the big shooting threes, but I think big guys right now got to be able to switch on pick and rolls, being able to guard the smaller guys, and I think also you still have to have that toughness. But I would love, Kevin, to see somebody come in and just dominate on the low block, and our entire game changes because this guy can win a championship being a low post player.
But you really think that's going to happen?
No, not at all.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Devin Booker is a 20-point-per-game scorer since his second season in the league, and he knows you have to have confidence to be a great shooter. He said, know the work you've put in, trust your game. Just because you miss shots, you can't doubt yourself. They're supposed to fall, and they will if you keep shooting. Kevin?
Next shot mentality for sure. Thanks, D.A. Here's Ayton. Crawford with the ball. That shot misses. Good work defensively by Gasol. The three from Mills. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Suns leading by 10. Crawford right side. Fades away. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Well, if you wonder why they're in control of this game, just look at his stats from the field. Solid, solid, solid.
Now here's Gay. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas. Gasol deciding where to go with it. 6 on the shot clock. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Spurs.
And they haven't been able to exploit the three from the corner. Maybe some better ball movement would help open the floor and get that shot into their arsenal.
Daniels kicks to Warren. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
How about the concentration? He gets hit but stays with the play and gets the finish. And remember, T.J. Warren, he averaged 25 a game his second season at NC State. You want to know his role in the NBA? It's quite simple, a professional scorer.
One shot.
That free throw good from Warren. And with Warren, with kind of an old school approach, Greg, very active with his mid-range game.
And this guy can get buckets around that rim. As he stretches his range, I think he'll only get more and more dangerous.
And the dunk by Jackson.
And the point differential tells the story. Their two-way play has been outstanding.
You know, it's a matter of effort plus talent. You need both to dominate this way.
Now here's Mills. He's got 5. Here's DeRozan. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. DeRozan's got 5 now.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
Here's Crawford. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. 14 points for Crawford.
And usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Gasol kicks to Mills. And there's the pass to Aldridge. Now here's Ayton. Passes it to Daniels. Now Ayton. Crawford outside. Floats one. Here's Warren. Again, Phoenix.
You know, Jamal Crawford's just a great team player. He will take the shot, but if he sees a teammate more open, then he'll zip it right to him.
San Antonio calls timeout. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, they were able to keep it close for the most part, but you could just tell they were not in sync as a unit.
Communication seemed to be missing, and if you want to come away with a lot of wins, you have to have that.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Gasol. He had a strong showing last season. Last year, averaged 10 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
You know what? It's part effort, part instincts. You see teams trying to keep a body or two on him, but that's easier said than done.
What a play there, the hoop plus the harm.
And you watch Rudy Gay. When he's in rhythm, he can still help you out. Good athlete, good jump shooter, not an easy matchup for opponents.
One shot.
That's good from Rudy Gay. And Smitty discussing Gay, he seems better now at getting his points within the flow of that offense.
Experience gives you poise. It gives you a bigger view of the game. Gay's able to stay patient now and pick his spots.
Here's Daniels. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight, 3 for 4.
The offense is running well, but more importantly, they're taking the shots they know they can make.
Hard to maintain your discipline, but obviously this was the game plan coming in, and they're carrying it out.
It's Crawford with the drive, and he dunks it down.
No surprise, Crawford is lighting up the floor. This is a guy that has multiple 50-point games to his name.
And here's Mills. He has 5. Inside. Here's Aldridge, and it falls over the rim and in.
When you have space like he did there, you never go with the fadeaway jumper. He has to attack the rim next time.
Crawford against DeRozan. Crawford finds Warren. Back to Crawford. For 3. Here's Jackson. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Jackson's got his second basket of the game. Spurs trail by 19. Right wing. Warren against Aldridge. Stolen. Shot, high post, and good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Warren's got 7 now in this quarter. And so it's Mills who will bring it up for the Spurs. Gay passes to Gasol. He dishes it to Aldridge. He kicks to DeRozan. 5 on the clock. He made that one. Basket number 3 for him. He's also missed 2.
Nice read on that play by DeRozan. Came off the pick and took what the defense gave him.
Outside Jackson. Warren the pass to Daniels. Crawford outside. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Outside DeRozan. Back to Mills. Pass to Gay. Kicks it to Aldridge. Over Warren. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
You like how he uses his height there.
Sure, working the in-between area. Not many guys with the length to bother him.
Now here's Crawford. He's got 16. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second foul. You don't want to pick up his third in this half. We'll see if they'll make a substitution or not.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Davis Bertans checks in for Gasol. And it's Bellinelli in for Rudy Gay. Jackson against DeRozan. Crawford looking over the floor. 6 to shoot. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Pass to DeRozan. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Ayton's got his 6th rebound on the night. Crawford left side. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here's Bellinelli. Here's DeRozan. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Warren kicks to Crawford. And Aldridge comes over to help. Mills with the steal. And Mills with a clear path to the hoop. Lays it in off the breakaway. Mills has got 7.
Nice calculation by Mills and quick hands. We see it all the time, the turnover leading to points in transition.
Lob pass to Warren, and it's Warren with the jam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some
Impressive.
thunder. Yeah. And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play, sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now, here's Bellinelli. DeRozan banked in off the glass. DeRozan's got 7 points for the quarter.
His temperature is rising. I mean, it is rising.
Crawford finds Warren. Bellinelli pulls it in.
This is a problem for him. Inconsistent from the mid-range.
30 seconds left here in the second. The pass to Aldridge. Launches it. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Crawford outside. Passes it to Jackson. Shoots over DeRozan. Can't hit from 12. And so it's the Phoenix Suns, sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what do you think was the main issue during the first half?
We didn't make shots.
Thank you for that insightful analysis, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, it's good to have you back. You're watching the 2K Sports Halftime Show. This right here is Kenny the Jet Smith. This right here is Shaquille O'Neal. Me, I'm just Ernie. Jamal Crawford was the story in the first quarter. He had 18 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. Kenny, let's start with you. What did you think about the Suns?
They're going right to the rim, finishing every chance they get. The D was helpless trying to stop them and beating them inside. I love the relentlessness and the aggressive style. This is how you impose your will on another team.
Shaq, what did you see from San Antonio?
Well, they're obviously facing a hot shooting team tonight. That combined with a lackluster effort on defense, recipe for disaster, Ernie. Without major improvements defensively, this game is OVA. Over.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go. Just go over there.
The streets around this beautiful arena in downtown Phoenix, the home of the Suns. And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. You look at Jamal Crawford in this game, I mean, he's been everywhere.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
You know what? It's hard to do. Staying focused and disciplined with your approach.
Spurs trail by 14. Here's who Greg Popovich is starting in the second half. DeRozan and Gay, the wings. Inside, it's the veterans, Aldridge and Gasol. And it's Mills in at the 1. Now, here's Gasol. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's DeRozan. Buries the 20-footer. DeRozan's got the first basket of the third quarter for San Antonio.
Nice release from DeMar DeRozan. He can make that shot if he gets a good look.
Dishes it to Crawford. Here's Warren, and it's Warren with the jam.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Gay passes to Gasol. The dish to Aldridge. Shot clock at 6. Gay in the corner. Over Crawford. No good from Gay.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Ayton. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Ayton's got his second bucket of the night.
And the sheer muscle of Ayton. Sometimes he's impossible to stop on the way up.
Gay kicks to Gasol. Just over a minute and a half played here in the third. Pass to Aldridge. Back to Mills. Elbow shot is on the way. He doesn't hit that one. And Phoenix will come the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 21. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Jackson, there was no finesse on that one. Superb athlete who likes to punish the rim.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Mills kicks to Aldridge. And here's Gay outside. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Aldridge has got his 4th assist in this one.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, he could have made a better choice. He left him an easy one. Let's see how he plays the next screen.
Crawford. That one a little long.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And here's Mills from the arc. Phoenix grabs the miss. Steve, when we talk about signature shots in the NBA, what about Aldridge's fadeaway jumper?
Usually starts with him backing down the defender. He turns, faces up, transfers weight from all the way forward to all the way back. Add in the high release point, virtually unblockable.
San Antonio calls timeout.
And look, you never want to see a team gut you this way. Really a good timeout.
Some of this is just a matter of toughness, a willingness to play physical inside, something we're not seeing.
Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Phoenix. Reza comes in for Josh Jackson. Walker's checked in for the Spurs. Now here's Gasol. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. Shoots from 12. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
LaMarcus Aldridge putting pressure on this defense, getting into the seams and making plays.
Kicks it to Warren. From 18 feet away, and the jumper falls for him. Warren's got 4 points this quarter. So it's the Spurs now. 17-point game. Gay outside. Now here's Gasol, guarded by Holmes. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for DeMar DeRozan. Last season, he played outstanding. He was around 23 points a game, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
You know what? Everything is coming so easy for him right now, operating on the highest level.
Now here's Crawford. He's got 18. Pass to Holmes. It's Ariza on the wing. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. 5 on the clock. Sweet little floater. 8 points for him.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And so it's Walker with it, who brings it up for San Antonio. Trailing by 19. The fader. Ariza with the rebound. Ariza's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside Warren. To the middle. Here's Crawford. A rebound by Gasol.
Yeah, the aggressive D inside leads to a missed opportunity there.
You know, he had terrific position, does a good job of affecting the shot without fouling.
Walker will not go. This is off the front iron. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Walker. It's Gay with the drive. Holmes with the steal. And up the court come the Suns on the break. Warren with the ball. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, we see new players coming into prominence for the San Antonio Spurs. Now, Greg Popovich gives his veterans credit for accepting it gracefully and helping the young guys be successful. He says it's a tribute to their character and awareness. Kevin?
Well, they certainly have established a great culture in San Antonio. Really something. D.A., thank you. Bertle with the double team. That one off the back iron and out. Spurs trail by 19. Outside, Walker. He kicks to Forbes. The fader. And that one's good by Gay. Gay's got 8 points.
A hard jumper to block. Rudy with great elevation and the high release.
Crawford against Walker. There's the double team with Walker. Anderson. And the layup's good off the glass. And the Suns lead by 19.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Anderson against Aldridge. At the top of the key, Gay. The pass to Forbes. Walker in the corner. 6 to shoot. From past the arc. The rebound by Anderson.
You know, he really is forcing it right now. This has been a frustrating night for him.
Stripped it away. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Oh, that's great D there. A little petty larceny as he just picks his pocket and takes it coast to coast for the finish.
The Spurs have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. And the Suns making a change here. Daniels has checked in. San Antonio also making some changes. Bertanis, he's checked in for Aldridge. And it's Bellinelli in for Rudy Gay.
One shot.
On the free throw, no good. Smitty, we've asked you in the past about what you miss the most about playing. What is something that you don't miss about playing?
You know, I think the travel time away from your family. That's the one thing I did miss. And obviously when you're a team, that becomes your second family and you get a chance to be around those guys. But when you're gone away from home, the amount of days and times that we are, that's the thing I really don't miss, Kevin.
Wasted no time on that one. Forbes has got 5 points now this quarter.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Okobo. Bellinelli is covering. Okobo. That's in for his 5th field goal of the game. Makes him 5 for 12 so far.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Here is Forbes. He's got 11. And Bellinelli kicks to Walker. Back to Bellinelli. And stolen by Ariza. That one good for 2. Bellinelli's got 7 points.
Yeah, and Bellinelli, very creative, has that ability to get into the heart of the defense.
Daniels passes to Anderson. Here is Daniels, guarded by Walker. Clock at 6. A floater, he lays it in. 8 points for him.
The beauty of the teardrop, very difficult to really contest.
Spurs trail by 16. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Suns leading by 14. Passes it to Holmes. Okobo. Off target from three-point range.
He is really forcing things now. Doesn't have to do it because his teammates are picking up the slack.
Deflects the pass. And Forbes kicks to Bellinelli. Pass to Walker. Here is Forbes. And a miss there on the triple. Takes the three. The shot, no good. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Pass to Bertans. Down low, here's Pirtle. That one goes in.
Give credit where credit is due right there. A terrific assist.
Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Daniels with it, working on Walker. And that one's good. Daniels has got 4 points now in the quarter.
High percentage play, working the ball in close, then the nice move to convert.
Now Walker, he's got 8. Kicks to Bellinelli. 6 on the shot clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Pirtle, the pass to Bertans. Count that bucket. Bertans got his second bucket.
And not being as aggressive from the three-point line anymore. They had a lot more attempts in that first half.
Now the pass to Holmes. Puts up a 3. The offensive rebound. Got a hand on it. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. So for the Suns, Ayton, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes, and it's Jackson in for Troy Daniels. The Spurs also with the sub. Mills, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. Here's Ayton. Good ball movement here by the Suns. The rebound by the Spurs.
And I'll tell you, the sooner this quarter can end, the happier he'll be. It's been tough making shots.
Mills with it. He has 7. He kicks it to Bellinelli. 5 to shoot. From deep three-point range, the long-distance 3 is buried. Bellinelli's got it back down to single digits for the Spurs. Pass to Ayton. Pass to Ariza. Mills with the rebound.
Just great at getting after it defensively, forcing guys into tough shots.
Yeah, to be successful, you've got to protect the paint. He rises to that challenge. I appreciate the attack mindset, but with the defense tracking him down, it was probably better to kick that one out.
And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for San Antonio. 9-point game. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Ariza.
Oh, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jackson against Bellinelli. To end the cold streak, Ayton, great positioning on the putback. Ayton's got 4 points in the quarter.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Suns lead by 11. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway.
18. Please don't try to play us. 18. 18.
How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Phoenix leading by 11. Warren is out there with Josh Jackson. Then there's Ayton. Then it's Trevor Ariza. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Hey, how about the ferocity on that one? He is a force to be reckoned with, an absolute vicious dunker.
And that was an Unleash Chaos replay, courtesy of Under Armour, wreaking havoc at the rim. And for the Suns, they're shooting it very well tonight, around 57%. Rebounded by the Spurs.
That was against good defense. He tried to sneak it in, though. We've seen him do it plenty of times.
And the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been cut down to 11 on the bucket from Bertans. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for Phoenix.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Phoenix leading by 10. Outside Warren. Jackson kicks to Ayton. To the paint. Okobo lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
With this big of a deficit in the score, you think the losing team would be playing harder. Nope, the opposite. Keep your head on a swivel with DeRozan on the floor. He'll finish way up top with an alley-oop.
Dishes to Warren. Ball stolen. Here's Bertans. He's covered by Warren. He gets that one. 15 points for DeMar DeRozan.
The man is not timid. DeRozan's become one of the game's more prolific scorers, and he's showing it all tonight.
Ayton dishes to Warren. Off the left rim and out.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
And the wide open shot from Bellinelli. No good on the triple.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Okobo covered by Mills. There's the feed to Ayton. Rejected by Gasol.
And for his career among active players, Pau Gasol top 3 in block shots.
Poked loose, stolen by Jackson. Puts one up from 19. They get the rebound. A stupendous finish in traffic. That's now 8 points for DeAndre Ayton.
Guys, he's having a ball out there. I mean, we knew going in that he'd have an advantage on the glass, but I didn't think he could be this dominant. What a difference.
And he's not going to back off. Even with that big lead, he's going to get more motivated to keep stretching out their lead.
Jackson against DeRozan. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Bertans. Pulls up. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Suns leading by 10. Crawford, no one around him. The three-pointer, no good.
Well, he had one three-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
The shot. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Jackson has the open look. The rebound by the Spurs. Gasol's got his 5th rebound in this one. And Mills kicks to Bertans. Spurs working the ball around now. Now here's Bellinelli. He's covered closely. Off target from the baseline. The Suns have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. DeRozan scanning the floor. And finished off by DeRozan.
That's what I like to see from DeMar DeRozan. He isn't settling for a jumper. He is going to the rim today.
Okobo covered by Mills. Lob pass to Warren. The rebound by the Spurs. Gasol's got his 6th rebound on the night. Now here's Mills. Kicks it to Bellinelli. Wants to get it to DeRozan and does. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, and the defense allowing some room here on the inside in the second half, and they're taking advantage. A lot of their points coming from in the paint.
And the Spurs with some changes. LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for benches. And Rudy Gay is subbed in for Bellinelli. That's good from DeMar DeRozan. Well, last season, DeMar DeRozan, one of the handful of NBA players, Steve, who bravely spoke out about mental health and how it impacts them personally.
Yeah, had a great column in which he talked about his depression and anxiety. Never easy for a star athlete or anyone to be so frank about that kind of subject. Takes a lot of courage to do that, and DeRozan was rightfully applauded for his honesty.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Igor Kokoskov address the team. He told them, hey, they're ready to give up. We're close to winning this game, but we're not done yet. I don't want to see any let-up out there. We'll see how well he got the point across.
And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Spurs trail by 7. Gay outside. It's tipped.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
Warren, good. Warren's got 19 points.
Really another fantastic offensive rebound and putback. This is the second game in a row where he has just been ball dominant.
When he gets into one of these grooves, you never know how long they're going to last. Sometimes they go on and on and on.
They get it again. He shoots again. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Great hustle on display, and you know what? It's paying off with those second chance points.
That free throw good from Warren. And San Antonio has possession, down by 12. Mills finds Gay. And here's Mills. Will it go? Second chance shot and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's a play that LaMarcus is more than capable of making. Confident on the offensive end. Knows how to get to the line. A 5-star recruit out of high school, Aldridge reportedly asked Shaq for advice about jumping to the NBA. Shaq told him to go to college. A couple years later, Aldridge is drafted the #2 pick overall.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And regarding Aldridge, given his success at Texas, sounds like Shaq was right.
Aldridge just needed to develop strength, polish his skills. Hard to say where he would have been drafted right out of high school, but after 2 years of college, he went second.
Good on the second free throw.
Decent when he entered the league. Aldridge has turned himself into a phenomenal free throw shooter.
Suns leading by 11. Okobo covered by Mills. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on DeMar DeRozan. And that'll be his third foul so far. On defense, San Antonio. Outside Warren. And stolen by Gay.
Wow, take care of the basketball. Something he did a great job of in the first half, but not so much here in the second.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
On the wing, Jamal Crawford. DeRozan defending. 4 on the clock. And that one's good, Ayton. And the Suns lead by 11.
And he's just bullying his way around the paint. Ayton with those broad shoulders and that great strength.
Nice ball movement by San Antonio. From 10 feet out, hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. Suns leading by 9. Okobo covered by Mills. To the middle, here's Warren. Lays it up and banks it in. Warren's got 7 now in this quarter.
Early in this quarter, he's been aggressive and selective with his shots. Tremendous efficiency.
Gay kicks to Gasol. Now the pass to Mills. Here's DeRozan. And poor shot selection there. Not a high percentage look for him. Crawford passes to Jackson. Now here's Warren. DeRozan defending. Warren finds Crawford. And here's Mills. Outside Gasol. Aldridge down low. He's covered by Warren. And there's the call on DeAndre Ayton. That is his first foul of the game. Trevor Ariza's checked in for Jackson.
Trevor Ariza.
Now here's Mills. Defense is right there. It's stolen by Ariza. Fast break. Here we go. Shot from the top of the key. Here's Crawford, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on DeRozan.
You got to be careful with Crawford. He's a master at creating contact on his shots.
Jamal Crawford taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Jamal Crawford, the former Michigan Wolverine, continues to thrive as a scorer.
Bellinelli, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. Both free throws good from Crawford. And it's Mills with the ball for San Antonio. It's a 13-point game. He kicks it to Bellinelli. Back to Mills. Shot clock at 5. Here's Aldridge. No good that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 21.
And they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
To the inside, Gay. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Gotta appreciate the physicality of Gay's game. A strong athlete who forces the D to hit him inside.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
A talented, versatile player who has been on a few teams. Rudy Gay is still going.
He hits the second from the line. Suns leading by 12. Passes it to Ariza. Bucket is good.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over.
He does not look happy. Their defensive rebounding has been putrid, and they're giving up a ton of second chance points.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, T.J. Warren.
And the way he's made his mark with his work inside, he's just been a slasher tonight. Always moving, getting to the basket at will, and just seemingly taking advantage of a D that was reluctant to get in his way.
Their losing streak had gotten to the point where anybody had to put his foot down. And even though there were other more probable candidates, he's been the one to take over that leadership role. And Mills kicks to Aldridge. Tipped away. Back to Mills. Clock at 6. The baseline jumper goes down. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
Crawford against Bellinelli. Crawford, no luck.
And, you know, it's almost as if he wore himself out with that performance in the last quarter. He hasn't had nearly the same kind of energy in this one.
One of the best standstill shooters in the league. Mills getting better at scoring off the dribble.
Okobo, covered by Mills. Here's Ayton. Pass to Crawford. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by the Spurs.
And the truth is, I've been there. He's trying to find the rhythm on his shot. He feels like he's close, and that's why he keeps shooting.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Outside Warren. And the Suns miss again. Spurs trail by 10.
Shooting 2.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he does get the second one. And that brings them within single digits.
a disappointing trip to the line there. Even though it was just one miss, now is not the time to be missing those.
Crawford outside. Pass to Warren. Ariza the bounce pass. Okobo sinks the three-pointer. And the Suns lead by 12.
And they've earned this one, showing an ability to dominate in front of their home crowd.
You know, you feel on top of the world when it happens as a player, just the relationship you have with the fans.
Back to Mills. The three-pointer is right on target.
And since halftime, they have been locked and loaded from beyond.
Yeah, forcing defenders to come out and guard them, which could open up driving lanes if they want to take advantage of that.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Warren kicks to Ariza. Okobo covered by Mills. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
And just putting the finishing touches on this one, they have been on fire.
I mean, a fantastic run. The guys are really clicking, and the scoreboard reflects that.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're behind by 11. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
Yeah, it's a dejected group of guys. I mean, they've got a lot of pride, and just hadn't happened for them here tonight.
The most important thing to remember, it's not over, but they have to step up on both ends to have a chance.
Yeah, and credit Ariza for just staying active and coming up with the steal on that one. He was on the prowl and ready to catch him napping.
So it's the Suns winning easily here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Jamal, how did you guys get this win tonight?
We have good players. We have a good coach. I mean, he put us in good positions to succeed. Our players play for each other. We don't care about who scores, and we're a real team.
Yeah, there was a lot of flow out there tonight. Congrats again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.